The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow. Dow Industrials down 135. Nasdaq's up 104. S&Ps are down 25. Gold contract up $10.80, trading at $14.88. You got silver up 31 cents at $12.08. Light sweet crude up $1.67, $22.04 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You got the 10-year up a full point and 6 ticks at 135.09. The 30-year up 4 points and 9 ticks at 172.09. And what the note and bond market, folks, did is this: you came off of the highs. You did a 0.618 retracement. You can expect a good bounce right now. In fact, you could go back to the highs in that note and bond market. You've rejected lower price out here today. You did a fast retracement on the way down. We'll see how that baby shakes out. King Dollar's up 613 ticks, trading 101.763. You get the euro at 108. The yen is out here at 110, and the British pound is at 116 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Thursday morning. Doing well. How are you?
Good Thursday morning. Doing good. We just might have St. Patrick's Day in here again. We'll see as this baby shakes out. I heard your news and your program, and overnight, folks, okay, this was pretty amazing what we did inside those S&Ps, all right? Right, Tom?
Oh, I mean, it was remarkable, man. So, I mean, yesterday the low was 22.62. Right after the close, we made it up to 24.60. And then you go from 24.60 down to 22.75. So you're talking about, 185 points, 7.5% down, and then 6% up to 24.15.
Yeah.
And then even just since the open, we were down like 65 points and then back up 65 points. Like 3% down, 3% up. And when you look at the chart, it's not even a dramatic move in the context of 6 and 7% moves overnight.
I know. Listen, man, even folks, when I'm saying some of these numbers sometimes I leave off the second two numbers and just round it out. But rounding out like 60 or 70 points is a trip, man.
It is, just looking at the chart, you would think it was a pretty, interesting open, but 3% down, 3% up, and it's just dwarfed, though, by the fact that we almost moved 200 points in the S&P in both directions overnight.
No doubt. Now, folks, what I want to do is I want to go over this net asset value, because when you get a fast market like this, if you're trading the doubles or the triples, it's crucial that you understand what the net asset value is that you're buying in or selling. And this is, so we're just going to go through this quick, because there was a big divergence at the close yesterday, and this is what it was. So this is just on one of them, okay? But if you go to the GDX, what you're going to see out here, you're going to see that the GDX right now is up $1.80, okay? Then if we go to the Nugget, what you're going to see is that the Nugget is down 95 cents right now, which I know if you're looking at that makes 0 sense. It actually does make sense, though, because this is what ended up happening, is that the Nugget was trading last night at the close. I'll show you this for a second. So watch this. So the Nugget closed last night at $7.28. Well, the Nugget, the net asset value is $4.58. Okay? So on most trading systems, I believe, I have it on mine. I got the net asset value of the close. I got the intraday net asset value. You can go out to in this case, you go out to direction and look at the net asset value. But it's crucial to understand, because I had a couple questions this morning, Tom, right? How can this happen?
Yeah, okay? I saw you in the den there, yeah.
And that's how it happens. And now, it's sad if it happened, okay? We're going to go higher. My take is that in this Nugget anyway. But this is what you can do, and I've done this for years. When they first come out, folks, okay, I had a field day for like 2 years on this, because people really didn't understand them. And what I would do on a continual basis, like if the net asset value, like last night, if the net asset value is basically 2 points higher, the bottom line is that I would sell into that, period. It's like, okay, that's not real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you just want to really understand that, because it happens, and so watch what this is, folks. What that is that there were more people actually buying that nugget, figuring that, this is too low, because they had seen the gold stock starting to move. Well, what they didn't really understand is that as you were buying it overpriced. That's how that works. So, and each and every one of these you really want to do, okay? So here, watch. I'm going to go over to the QLD just for a second so you can see the correlation, okay? So the correlation right now, where the QLD is trading at $78.87, okay? So when you see this, if you're watching Tiger TV, we come down and you look at two different things. We're looking at INAV, which is $78.95, okay?
Yeah.
Now, that's a cool deal. That's how this should shake out, okay? They can keep these very close until there's the acceleration up and down, which we get right now.
Yeah.
And they will get out of whack,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You saw that most dramatically with that Bitcoin trust, right?
Oh, yeah.
Similar action there, as in eventually you should navigate back to the net asset value. So with that in mind, you should be aware for sure.
Right. And as Mr. Bill says, so what the net asset value is, by the way, folks, okay, is that you're taking what the whole GDX, the stocks inside the GDX, are trading for. That's the value that the market is saying it is at this particular point. So what ends up happening is that you have to come off you got to remember something, that all the levered products are derivatives of the GDX. Well, in this case, we're talking GDX. So that's kind of how that thing works. And, bottom line is that, when you're at, and what also, well, anyway, you get the gist of it. So, and then, I was so cool that Larry brought up, Tom, the aspect of, this, if you have my book, The Art of Time in the Trade, folks, I get a whole chapter actually on the aspect of this expansion contraction inside Fibonacci. And when you do more than a 1.618 of a down or up, most time that's an immediate change of trend in the marketplace. Now we'll see how that works out, because inside the Dow Industrials, it did it. It blew it away. So it's a brave new world, man.
It sure is, man. It is a brave new world. The markets, how about that? Green across the board, just like that, man.
Green across the board, and it's always just when you think that it can never happen. That's and we'll see whether we haven't got yet. We haven't got the follow through, of course. Okay. I guess I didn't see it, but one of our Tigers up in New York, Jeff, he's keeping me updated on Ackerman. I guess came on CNBC yesterday and was worrying about the end of the world. And folks, there's no such thing as the end of the world. So when you see something like that, they might be naming that the Ackerman bottom. By any chance, did you see that, Tom?
I didn't. I saw the headline, but I didn't read it as well.
So we'll see how that shakes out.
I mean, the S&Ps just went up 100 points in 15 minutes, so I know.
Oh, seriously, man. Seriously. Yeah. That's pretty intense. Dow Industrials right now up 150, NASDAQ up 185, S&Ps are up 850. Hey, when we come back, folks, we want you to call all your friends. We want to get them in the Tigers Den. We want you Tigers and Tigresses growling and prowling out here together. Strength in numbers, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 91, Nasdaq's up 196, S&Ps are up 4.5, and yeah, folks, I can't help myself here. Okay, so check this out. So yesterday, people are asking Trump, is he going to release the tariffs on China? Okay, this morning he comes out. Now I have a vested interest in this. Okay, just so you get something straight. But this morning he comes out. Okay, and here's the tweet. Okay. Bottom line, yeah, he's declared himself a wartime president. Okay, so now here's the tweet. There's no reason to do that. China is paying us billions and billions of dollars in tariffs. Trump said at a news conference. I can't imagine Americans asking for that. This is the stuff, folks. That's just a complete lie. I pay $26,500 for every 100,000 I bring in, and the construction company brings in a lot of containers, folks. Okay, so I got to get this out here because I can't believe that he continues to say that China pays this. He doesn't pay it. I pay it, and guess what? The people that are buying off us, they end up paying it. Bottom line, 26.5%. It is what it is. Let's go to Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Well, Tom, I want to thank TFNN and all the experts that you have on, or all the mentors you have on your program. Listening to Larry and listening to you over the last couple of days, it looked like we had at least an internal bottom this morning. So I bought the June futures, the ES Mini, at 23.31. Got a fill at 10 to 10 this morning, and so I've got a 70-point profit in that future. I'm just curious how close. Where would you set the stop on that?
That's the trouble. This is what I'll tell you what I did. I went from the futures and just trading the basically the triples inside the equities, because these futures, man, there's no possible way that I can give you a stop because they're up and down 50 points like in a heartbeat, man.
But the problem is that, and I've gone just the other way instead of going from the because you've got to close out those by the end of the day. Otherwise, you get the movement in Asia, you get movement in Europe, and by the time the triples open up the next day.
We all do different things. If you day trade them, you day trade them. Anyway, so I would put the stop under 23.90 right now. I wouldn't give it anything. Okay. Because if this is going to go, it should be a different market and it will go. You know, if we're in the same market, you're going to get stopped out, you know, because they'll keep moving, you know, 50, 60 points at a time. I think you're going to have a good shot at this, that because we've done it so many times, you know, that, you know, we'll see if this is going to really get some momentum. But yeah, that's what I do, man.
Yeah, I've actually been snugging it up 10 points at a time. So my stop right now is at 2360. If we make that hurdle up to 2420, I'll go to 2380. I don't really want to give this gain away. One of the signs that I looked at when I looked at the chart was we still had 600 advances, even though the Dow was down big time. I'm still looking the old-fashioned way. You look at the trend and you look at the advanced decline, and now that one thing that scares me, we're still only 1,500 up and 1,300 down. So this could have just been a short covering trap. So.
Yeah, listen, we're all basically looking at this volatility, and I mean, I've seen volatility like this stay for, like, let's say an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time, not 5 days.
It's amazing. I mean? Vic's still at 78.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
Man.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you for growling a problem with us.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, so Tom, we got an open house. Tiger's Den, right?
We sure do, man. Tiger's Den open house, the front page of TFNN. I'll jump over there right now myself. So you can get a 30-day membership to the Tiger's Den. You can be in there. We got a bunch of signups already. Some Tigers and Tigresses taking advantage of that. And my homepage is taking its pretty time with all the market action, I think. But open house right on the front page.
Yeah.
So you just enter the promo code OPEN at checkout. You'll get a free month, pay nothing for 30 days as part of that open house. And there's your promo code. OPEN, again, is the promo code. You add it, and $39, the cost of a month. So get in there, check it out, the Tiger's Den. And lots of good action. They were in there early this morning, man. I was up early, along with throughout the day, and hope access to the hosts' charts as they're doing the program, of course, the chat room. You can post your own charts. So I encourage everybody to check it out. We're on the front page of TFNN, and while we have that going on.
Totally. And if we look at these indices, folks, so let's go inside the NDX 100 first. Take a look at the strength. You have Tesla up 16.5%, Expedia is up 12.5%, you got Ross Stores up 9%, and ASML Holding is up 8.7. Taken away from it, Paychex is down 6.8. NTAP is off 5.8. You got Copart, which is that's a big car dealer for parts, down 5%, and Intuitive Surgical is off 4.6. We get inside the Dow Industrials, and now with the I've been talking about the NDX 100 over and over again. Now you're going to hear me talking about the Dow over and over again. Why, folks? Because if we are off the bottom, you take the weakest indice, and I'm not saying don't buy the Dow. I'm not saying that. You still want to buy the NDX 100 if you're doing it. But what happens if the Dow can get off the bottom? That is a big deal, because that's showing that the weakest indice is done also. So you get Disney up 5%. You got Dow Chemical up 4.6. You got Microsoft up 4.2, and Goldman's up 3.6.
Yeah.
So let's go to Disney first and see what kind of traction Disney got. So.
I know, interesting, right?
Yeah, no, it is. And let me bring this back here.
Disney was at $79.07 yesterday at the market low in the middle of the day.
My God.
Yeah, I know.
That's unbelievable.
It is.
So, this is cool, man. So check this out. Your range here inside of $90 is a big deal. That's the lows of August of 2015, yeah. And you get volume there, man. You get 107 million on the monthly. Right now, we've already done 88. That's a big number. So that's pretty cool. And if you want to see something really wild, folks, okay, if you take a look at the Qs. Now, after this downdraft, where do you see this, man? I was looking at this morning. This is hard to comprehend that, you're going to put this on a weekly, that the contraction of volume on the weekly is phenomenal, man. Last week we did 579, I don't know. That's hard to tell. Billion? No. Hold 1 second. Let me see how this.
That'd be
Yeah, we're
5.57, I believe it is, billion.
Thank you. Okay, and now we're at 0.35. Well, one day
so
left.
That's 570 million versus 350 million.
Right.
No.
It's
Yes. Yes. That's
okay.
it.
Okay. Perfect. So that's a monster, folks. That's a monster, man. That's what you want to see when you hit lows. And then that's the first part. And then we take the second part, which you've heard this a million times. Okay. But the bottom line is that not all, but what the NDX 100 has done is got to the highs of the lows of 2018. Yes. It's a big number, man. It's a big number. And
definitely, indeed.
Yeah, and when you put it together, fundamentally, the tech stocks rule, man. I mean, that's the bottom line is that they're the ones that are going to keep expanding. Dow up 81, NASDAQ up 149, S&P's right now flat. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 168, Nasdaq's up... Dow's up 83, Nasdaq's up 168, S&P's are flat. Natural gas, let's see what we get out here, Tom, with natural gas, NG. So
we get those inventory numbers, 10:30 a.m. on Thursdays. So where are we at?
Stockpiles fell 9 BCF.
Okay.
9.
And where was the expectation? So median estimate, they were looking for a decline of 5.
Yep. So let's we'll see whether we get that would be a little bullish if there's such a thing for natural gas.
I just pulled up the contract real quick. We're at 163, quite a price tag for the April contract. A small spike, but when I say small, literally 1 penny from 162 and change, 163 and change. That market probably not reacting on the news, much like most other companies. Did you see the weekly jobless claims number this morning?
I heard you. Yes,
281. So the week before was 211. 70,000 jobs, basically nothing. Not to put for those people, of course, it's something, but in the grand scheme of how jarring, I think it's probably going to be in the next month or two as we get them weekly.
There's no doubt, man. And guess what, folks? Everyone's smoking more pot at home.
Okay, let's get into those cannabis stocks.
Well, you know where I got this from? I got this from Bank of America, folks. Let me say that Bank of America came out. You know, it's amazing. Think about this for a second. Think back 5 years ago, and then think back Bank of America would come out and say, hey, look at these pot stocks because people are smoking pot at home, right?
Sure.
Even perception, yes. Right? So if you do go over to Canopy, okay, all of these to get smoked, but you're going to see, you want something to day trade out here? This is not a bad little, it's already up $1.64, but if these things...
that's almost 17% right now. It's up on that run. And what is, so can you pull up the news?
I'm trying, let me see. Bank of America.
Just go CN when you're on the equity and...
Yeah, it wasn't on there. This is on the top headline news. I know. Okay.
No, the top one, right? No.
No. Let's see. I'll find this, folks. Okay.
No. Okay.
Bank of America.
Okay, that's all right. Either way, it's accelerating.
Bank of America. Where are you? I'll find this thing before the next thing. But
okay, I was just curious.
No, I cracked up, man. I says, oh, look at this, man. That's something different. There's no doubt about it, man. And then I wonder why Uber, you've been talking about Uber, Tom.
No, they have a headline as well saying if they're on the top news on there as well. Because I was trying to eye them. They're up like 30% today. And there we go. They expect $4 billion in cash reserve in worst case scenario.
Wow.
Yeah. So they had an analyst call this morning. It expects to have $6 billion in cash on hand, along with a $2 billion debt revolver at the end of the year.
That's
in the worst
cool.
case, the company would only have a $4 billion cash reserve. Worst case scenario. We've been talking about it, man. It's remarkable the drop that Uber has had. All of them, it would make sense. Nobody's flying. Nobody's going out. You don't have to use Uber for drinking and driving, let alone just vacations. But that stock was just at $42, and you were trading at $13 yesterday.
Amazing. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's.
So long term, especially if they're going to have $4 billion in reserves, and life resumes, and we've talked about it. Those self-driving cars, man. I mean, I can't imagine how the dynamic of that business changes in the next 5 years as that becomes a realistic possibility, and they don't even need to pay their contracted drivers. I mean, it's only a matter of time that's coming.
Right, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. And what we do have out here, folks, what you're going to see, if we go over to Europe for a second, Europe was in the negative. Bottom line is that's dragging itself out of the negative. If we take a look at the DAX out here, bottom line, the low in the DAX today was 82.57. You're 115 points above it. You're still down 71, but the bottom line is that it is dragging itself off of this low. And you got a Thursday in the marketplace. You still got one more day to basically do something. Now, notes and bonds. So check this out, folks. I know we start getting a lot of calls even yesterday about shorting them. I wouldn't short them right now because what we've done. Let me get the active contract. Okay, so what you have here, you're up $1.13 in the 10, and what you're going to see here is that this was a fast and furious move on the way down. And we did a 0.618 retracement, man, and it rejected it. It rejected 134. So what that says, so this is how this works. That when you do a 0.618 retracement, it is saying they're weak, and this is of the last trend when we blew away the highs. Okay, so that's the trend that had started February 6th. So when you do that, folks, okay, what you can do is that you can retest the highs. Most times you will not break that high, but just keep that in mind. And what I would do is I would wait until the 10 years somewhere up into the 138.04 number, and see if the volume dies on the vine. Because what we did not get on the way down inside the bond market is that you did not get an expansion of volume on the way down. You know, we came right to where the strength was, let's see, February 28th, 4.6 million contracts, and we rejected that with 2 million, you know. So markets, man, you can really learn a lot in these markets too, folks, okay, because what ends up happening, everything, in 10 minutes, Tom, you've had a movement of like, 2 months.
Yeah, as you were saying, how do you really set a stop in terms of the risk profile? You'd be able to, if you're trading futures, there could be things left and right that break in terms of news that send the S&Ps, 5% either direction.
They do, yeah. And it has happened, and the bottom line is that you can make the case, you can go both ways. If you are in those markets, folks, you have to always have orders in on both sides. That's the reality, and they're spiking both ways. I would get into all the vehicles are volatile, but I'd get into something that you can actually, you think at least you can control better. Not you can control anything, but some of the, let's go take a look at Microsoft. So Microsoft, this has been up and down $10 every day almost. So you're up $5 today. We'll see if we get any follow through there. Apple is the one I was thinking about, $10 every day. Look at Apple's only up $1.50. Interesting. Yeah. That's going to need more juice. Amazon, of course, big numbers on Amazon. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, my God. So Amazon, folks, on Monday was 1626, and you're at 1906. And I would say the biggest one out here, no doubt, the Walton family got to be totally flipped out that, you have a downdraft inside the Dow Industrials of over 33%, and Walmart's at all-time highs. Look at that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Walmart's, I think they're starting to even have, because Walmart's are, everywhere, some of the testing and like Walmart parking lots, right? I believe that's what their CEO said. So fully entrenched in terms of what's going to be available. They will be open, providing goods to everybody. So it makes sense, especially if this is a momentary pause. So, 2 to 3 months and life resumes.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's cupboards are full to the hilts, right?
That's exactly. And then, it's time to consume them. Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's down 64. NASDAQ is up 132. S&Ps are up 14. We'll come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com. educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 162, Nasdaq up 84, S&Ps are down 22, and that may seem volatile, folks, but that is a little less volatile than we've been talking about, you know. So who would ever think, Tom, that we'd be talking about that you can get down 20 S&P points and that's less volatile than it has been?
I agree, man. The moves are just, everything has changed in terms of this type of action. I mean, it's a situation we've all never seen before, shutting down the economy,
right.
And the market is reacting like it's never before because the swings are just mammoth, and the swings of the news cycle are mammoth.
They are. And you saw, you know, yesterday we were talking about Clearwater Beach. Well, Clearwater Beach is shutting down, folks, but they're taking their time. It's shutting down Monday at 5 o'clock. Isn't that what?
Yeah. How does that happen? One final weekend, come out and make it a good one?
I'm telling you, man, it's pretty weird.
I was talking to friends. I mean, if you're going to shut it down, shut it down. I don't have to be a scientist to know if it's really a threat. Then earlier is much better, right?
No, it is.
It's supposedly like an exponential curve, right?
Yes.
So you say we're going to do something in 3 days? I don't understand the leadership there at all, man.
No, it's a bad scene, man. I mean, listen, folks, you know, we all know for the businesses it's terrible, but guess what? People got to live. And what ended up happening yesterday at that news conference, that woman come out and said, hey, listen, this is, you know, the young people are, you know, basically, you know, they can get it just as much as the old people, you know. Yeah. So that was a big heads up in itself, you know.
Yeah, it should be for sure.
Yeah. Let's go to Mark in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Mark, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you doing? And Tommy, how are you guys?
Doing great.
Morning,
yourself,
Mark.
man?
Good. Okay, so I asked the Gold Master about this discrepancy I'm seeing between the GDX and the Nugget. GDX was up last I looked, and the Nugget was down significantly.
Yes, okay, so let's go over this. I went over this at the beginning of the program. So
I didn't hear you.
No, that's cool. No, that's cool. Because it's important to do it again, okay? So what happens is this, folks. When you're buying a levered product, it's crucial that you understand what the net asset value is. And what ended up happening last night is that the net asset value, okay, was out of skew. So I'll pull up the Nugget right now, and you're going to see the Nugget, the net asset value as of the close of last night was $4.78, okay? Now watch this. When I pull up the close, it was $7.28. So what had happened is that the net asset value was out of whack of the GDX, and that's crucial to understand, you know. And it's very easy to basically get those net asset values, folks. I mean, you can go to, you know, whatever, whether it's your pro shares you're doing or direction shares, they have them on there and they update them. I think it's every 60 seconds or something. I have them updated, I mean, just because, and I believe on other platforms too. You very well may have it, but I would find it if you're trading inside of any of the leveraged products, because it's crucial to understand. So.
Okay.
And what that has to do with, folks, it just has to do that there was more buyers, and I suspect they thought they were getting a deal, but they weren't getting a deal because they were buying the nugget at basically $2 over the net asset value of it, and it straightened itself out this morning. Like what had happened this morning is that the GDX was up, it's up, $1.20 or something, and the nugget was down, $1.58 or something, But that's so it. Well, I mean, and you know how that works, Mark. I mean, so that's what it's all about,
yeah.
Net asset value.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Thank you. I wasn't trading it, but I just started. I looked at my screen. I'm like, that didn't make sense to me, and I was thinking about getting into something, but I was still waiting.
Well, and right now, so if we look at it right now, what you're going to see is that the net asset value intraday right now is 568, and it's trading at 584. Now, that's not bad. 20 cents is not bad. You know what I'm saying? That's, because you get a fast market. But it's crucial to really understand those and how they move, so. Cooking, brother.
So what's your general, while I got you on the phone, do you mind just giving me your thought on gold and GDX?
I think we're going higher. I mean, I think the whole market's going higher, though. I think, the bottom line is that it's encouraging that we're still going back and forth a bit. It's encouraging. Europe actually got green. We had the correlation last night. What was it? 120 points to 150 points, Tommy? The S&P.
It was almost 200 points.
Yeah. So that, for that type of movement last night and the movement we have today, this is slowing down a bit, man. So we'll see whether it can hold, and we'll see whether, if in fact, the acceleration can follow up. Cooking, brother.
Yeah, you guys stay healthy, stay safe.
You too, man. Then we get a question here with the nugget. Will it get straightened out or will it be not solvent? This has nothing to do about solvency. This has to do about the supply and demand. If we stay with the nugget and the GDX, and understanding how they trade. It has nothing. It has zero. In fact, it has more to do with the aspect of really understanding how these things trade and where the net asset value is on fast markets.
And if they slow down at all, if you can pull it up, I think it already got back to net asset value, the INAV number.
Yes.
If you go to the description.
Yep.
Is 575 and it's at 585.
Right.
So it's
that exactly. This is what when I was explaining it the first time, folks, is that when you're really into them, and I'm really into them, you can sell them when they're. If I ever saw that over $2, I would have sold the heck out of it. I mean, it's not even close, man, because that $2 at a low price was like, oh my God, something that and that doesn't happen a lot. When they first come out, as I said earlier, I had a field day for about 2 years. Because they were always basically, they were 20 or 30 cents, and that was enough if you're trading up and down. Do you know what I'm saying? Sure. Because you had an edge. That was the edge. And then the computers took over, then you had no edge. And most of the time, folks, you have no edge. So don't try to get in there and try to trade them on that. Just be aware of it, okay? So let's go take a look at this S&P. So we were into the positive. Now you're down $30. Let's see what we're hitting here. So we got up to, we spiked up to what, 24.35. You're coming into, this is going to be a good bar. Let me see this. Oh, this is really good. Okay, so check it out, folks. You're coming into a bar with 6,200 contracts, and we're at 54, and you got 1 minute left. That's the type of deal that you like to see, that I like to see, that you're going to learn more about how we come down than when we go up. Because if we're coming down and the selling is subsiding, it doesn't take much to go up. That's what it really comes down to. When you get at lows like this, you're going to be really surprised that if the selling has abated, you don't need a lot of buy-in to basically go topside, because what ends up happening is that it just seems that once it's abated, and guess what? That people don't want to sell things at less expensive prices if there's no more buyers, no more sellers.
Yeah.
Dow Industrials right now down 200. NASDAQ is up 71. S&Ps are off 29. Tommy and I are coming right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawn charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is down 215. NASDAQ's up 58. S&Ps are off 30. And don't forget, folks, we have open house in the Tiger's Den. It's 30 days free. So, Tom, they hit the button. They put open in the promotion, right? In the promo code. Your mic's off, Tom, I think.
Just open, for open house on the order sheet. I'll pull it up real quick. Open house, jumping into subscribe, and as you get in there for the free month of the Tiger's Den, there's your promo code box, open.
Okay.
And add that code, and $39. So you get in there for the month, you'll get in there free, open house for a limited time. Check it out. You don't get these types of moves, man. Lots of action in the den. Early this morning, I was in there at about 5:30, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Tigers were already in there chatting it up, so get in there and give it a try.
And it's a great trading room, folks. It is. There's a lot of experience in there. You know, check it out. You have everything to win and nothing to lose out here.
That's right.
Market-wise, we'll see where this shakes out. I like the idea that, it seems the volatility is slowing down a bit, folks, okay? We'll see how this shakes out the rest of the day. But what we just did inside the E-minis, we were coming into that bar, and we just rejected that bar. The last bar, folks, had lighter volume by 1,000 contracts, 700 contracts, which is good. But, I'm going on the 10 minutes, right? That's what I come off of, folks. But the bottom line is that that's a decent indication that, you're going to try for the highs once again out here. And this is what it takes, though. It takes this chop, 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 boom, boom, boom. See where it shakes out.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Think or Swim coming up next. I've been Mr. Basil Chapman. Ride that wave. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.